Hello, welcome to another stream. Why was I going to say that? Yes, welcome to another stream. How are we all doing? I'm going to move to this area. Yeah, I haven't streamed in a while, so forgive me for using incorrect terms or something. I don't know. Actually, when was the last time I streamed? Let me see. Also, let me get some music. Over 1 month ago was the last time I streamed. Fair enough. Let's see. Let's go with this one. Let's see, there we go. And let's change from this music to this music. If it's not loud enough, or if I'm too loud or not loud enough, let me know. Obviously, I haven't done a stream for a while, so I may need to change stuff. But yeah. So yeah, we're basically just going to be playing the new update here, or not update. It's a beta, not an update. Why did I say new update? Yes, the new update. That is what I meant. So true. So yeah, we have this new planet and this new skybox, and I need to test some things with this new skybox today actually, but we'll do those as we get on. The first thing I want to do is I have not yet tried a jet or propeller driven aircraft in this atmosphere, so I'm gonna find something. This might actually be the best thing for it, unless there is. Let's try this. Actually, this is probably better. So I have this launch point. Oh, looks like we're gonna have to create a word again. Never mind, it was just for a second. What's in this new beta? So we got a new moon, which is this moon, or I guess it's better to show it not in the map view, even though the map view actually got an update. So one of the parts of the update is actually the map view is much higher quality now. So it should be relatively similar to the like cube map quality from orbit. That's an interesting little lake there. So yeah, this is the new moon / planet. I keep calling it a planet, but it is a moon. It's called Ord. I don't know how you say it. And if you look over there, Juno, the star, you can actually see that Sergia is eclipsing it. And from Ord's view, Sergia is always eclipsing the star Juno, which is just a really cool little thing. So that's, yeah, don't know what else to say. That's just kind of how it is. And you can see along the equator here, we have this little ocean going on. So yeah, it's pretty cool. This planet is pretty cool. Oh, and it has a ring. I forgot about that. So yeah, that's basically this planet. I think they also, in the latest patch version, they've changed the atmosphere a little bit. I don't know exactly what has changed. But yeah, look at this skybox. This is pretty. Oh, I'm in the water right now. My plane rolled down into the water. Look how great this skybox looks, like, especially with the different colored stars. It's so nice looking. Yeah, it's a Sergian moon. So if we zoom out here, it's orbiting Sergia. So that's pretty cool. Which is it's also a bit annoying because I made a Sergia video not that long ago, and now there's a moon here. But yeah, it's fine. And this moon deserves its own video, so we can do that. If we actually zoom in here to, unless like you would know this if you watched the video I made yesterday, but if you zoom in here, and we look for a star / galaxy, I need to zoom out a bit. You can actually see these galaxies are redshifted. So that's pretty cool. It's like a super dim one there. And you can actually see these are actually galaxies. Like they're not like, these are stars. The dots are stars, obviously. Or, well, they could be like pulsars, I guess, or something. And yeah, then you have the galaxies. No, the Skybox is coming with the next update. This is the new Skybox for the game, which is really awesome. And you can change the quality of it. And yeah, it's really cool. Like, look how good this looks. This is not with Skybox Replacer. This is actually the Skybox itself. Like, this is super cool. Like, the fact you can see the little, like, you have to zoom in. So this is me at like my typical FOV. You can't see that any of these are galaxies unless you zoom in, and then you can see, look at that. There's a galaxy right there. The stars are no longer squares, they're actually round. And the reason they were able to achieve this was they actually made their own little thing in Blender, and you can actually access the project file yourself and change and make your own skyboxes with it. So it's really cool. It's like basically the best skybox creator that currently exists to my knowledge anyway. The original Skybox was made with Spacescape, I believe it is. I've used it before, and it's pretty old, so I imagine that the one that they made is much better than Spacescape. Anyway, we'll see if we can take off here. I am in the water, so I don't know. I feel like the propeller's going to hit the ground. Let's try and teleport ourselves up. That might help. Let's go 1,000. There we go. Okay, so this seems to fly quite well, actually. How big is the new moon compared to Zugia? It is very big, actually. For its distance, it is very big. It's a bit weird. If you could look... Obviously, I can't hide my thing here, but if you look here, it's pretty big. Especially for how close it is. Like, you can see Sergia right there. Literally right there. Actually, if I... Oh, wait, no, the sun's not out. Of course, I won't see it. If the sun was out, though, I could see Sergia and show you what I mean. I mean, the sun's on the horizon, to be fair. So, if we wait a bit... Or I guess we could fly up as well. Something I actually figured out last night about this... moon is the poles of the moon that were actually super, or like they're 10 kilometers higher than the sea level, or than sea level. So if you, the difficulty with taking off from this planet is how thick the atmosphere is. So if you go to the poles, you should actually have an easier time taking off because there's less thick atmosphere because it's 10 kilometers, or yeah, it's 10 kilometers above sea level. Which I just randomly found. Well, I didn't randomly find out last night. I actually went to the poles to see if there was anything up there, and yeah, I noticed that. So that's pretty cool. You know what, man? Everybody seems to say that, but I completely disagree. So we are at 5 kilometers here. I believe, I haven't actually factually checked this, but I've been told the atmosphere is about 115 kilometers high. I don't actually know if that's true or not, but if so, that's pretty cool. So we're just going to keep going up here because I want to see if we can see Sergia in Juno's wake, I guess you could say. I don't think the devs are actually gonna, or I don't think the devs will ever add clouds themselves. You'll probably have to wait for a mod. So I think Simple Planes 2 is pretty much entirely, primarily Juno's focus now over Juno, unfortunately, but that's just how it is. Oh my god. Oh my god. I like this, the fading here on the atmosphere, like you can see. Although the thing is, it seems, I don't know if this is like if the atmosphere is broken here, if it's just because of the time of day. I guess it is the transition of the time of day here. But like you can see there's like no atmosphere almost, or it looks weird. I don't know. It's just something looks weird. Oh, look at that over there. Look at that pool. Look at the lighting on that. That is so pretty. I am 20. I'm almost 21 actually. I'm like, what, 4 months away at this point. We're at 15 kilometers now, so we are gaining altitude still. I thought we were going to be sticking at about 8 kilometers there. Actually, oh look, there's Juno. Okay, it was just the shining of the sun, so we're going to blind ourselves now. But if we zoom in enough, we might see it. Where are we? Okay, zoom out a little bit. Okay, so there's Juno. I think that is Juno. It's really hard to tell because of the colors. So you can kind of see this dark spot here. That's Sergia, I believe. So if we quickly target Sergia in the map view, wherever it is, we have to zoom out because my FOV is very silly. Yeah, so you can see right now that Sergia is exactly where Juno is. It's so hard with this FOV to focus on it, but yeah, you can see the name there. So, and if I were to time warp, obviously I can't right now because we're not grounded, but if we were grounded and I could time warp, we could actually see Sergia staying, basically orbiting with the sun, which is like super cool. So let's refocus on our plane here, and we're going to see how high we can go, because I don't actually know how high we can go with this aircraft. I do want to test out a jet in a minute, because the thing is, this atmosphere is quite thick, so you might have you might struggle getting any speed in a jet, but I'm not sure, honestly. This reminds me of a different game that was never actually released. I can't remember its name, but it's pretty cool. Had a similar thing with a plane and all that. You can actually see better now. Like when I'm not so close, you can actually see that Sergia is right there on Juno. Maybe I can see it better now that we are, or now that the lighting is a bit different. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can definitely see it now. There's Sergia. So obviously it's not close enough, or I guess far away enough to actually eclipse it properly, or even at all, really. But it is going to still, it would obviously still cast a shadow, but we don't have that effect in Juno, unfortunately. I don't actually know which one has more gravity. That's a good question. What I'll do in a minute is I'll go into Planet Studio and have a look at the stats, because I haven't actually looked at the stats for this planet yet. I do really, or I keep saying planet. It is a moon, but it's like, it might as well be a planet if you ask me. It's a very cool moon, I'll say that. So we've actually gotten up to 20 kilometers now, which is actually kind of impressive, honestly. Yeah, it does feel kind of silly. Imagine being in this plane and seeing this view. Look at this. Imagine seeing that. Wait, that thing is going so fast. Wow. They're not gonna add. They're not gonna add clouds to Juno. It's gonna have to be a mod. So if you want to mod it in, you can go and try and mod it in. But they're just not gonna add clouds to Juno. I'm like 99.9% sure they won't. They're focused on Simple Planes 2 now. Maybe once they release Simple Planes 2 they might, but I doubt it. Okay, let's go into a dive now. So we got up to 23 kilometers. I'm sure we could get higher. But yeah, I want to see how fast we can go in a dive because this atmosphere is obviously quite thick. So it probably will slow us down. And in fact, yeah, it looks like it's kind of capping us here at 130 or yeah, 130. Juno, I mean, they might not ever put anything back into Juno once Simple Planes 2 is out. Like, who knows? Juno's really been a massive failure in terms of the player base. Like, there's not many people playing it compared to what they got with Simple Planes 2. So obviously or Simple Planes, sorry. So obviously they're going to focus on Simple Planes 2 because it's going to be popular, a lot more popular than Juno will be in the future, most likely. Which is sad because Juno is such a good game. I used to have an Instagram account, but I kind of stopped using social media because it was super bad for my mental health. And yeah, especially Twitter. Don't use that. Don't use Twitter. Like, just don't. I only use it when I'm looking for like SpaceX updates on stuff, but even then I try to just completely avoid using it. Otherwise, I'm not really on any other social media. Like, I have Instagram accounts, but they're completely inactive, and they have been inactive for years now, so I don't really use them. I'm actually one place I am on, but I don't actually I don't really do anything on there except sometimes post videos when I upload them. Is on Reddit, on the Juno Reddit, or I guess it's the Simple Rockets 2 Reddit. So yeah, but I'm not under my name. I'm under like an anonymous name or whatever they're called. Juno, I mean, Juno already has so much going for it, but it just wasn't popular, unfortunately. If it got even a fraction of the player base that KSP has, then it would probably be it could probably become an insanely massive game, especially for mods. That's kind of what I've been trying to do, is make mods to inspire people to make their own mods, but I'm not very good at modding, so I'm trying, but I'm just not very good at it. Wow, we can stall for or this isn't even stalling. We can not stall for ages. Look at that. I mean, I know this is a plane that is meant for that sort of thing, but like, still kind of crazy. Also, we just landed on this crater's edge. Let's drive into this crater real quick before I go into Planet Studio. Turn. Come on. I don't like to think of Juno as a KSP competitor. More, well, I would say it was a competitor to KSP2 because that was a stinky game, and they tried to add procedural mechanics to it. Not as bad, or not as much as Juno has, but they did try to, and got completely obliterated for it. Or I guess that was all their fault, but whatever. But it's I like to think of it as a KSP alternative / a KSP like a game you can play with KSP. Oh god, we're going into the ocean. Bonk. Let's see what this poor guy. The update's not actually out. It's just a beta, so it's in public beta testing. No, I'm not really on any other platforms, unfortunately. Not that I can remember off the top of my head. I'm on Discord, that's about it. That's about the only place I'm like actively on. I have we have a Discord server for the channel, so that's kind of where I'm at. Right, so let's go into Planet Studio, if it will load, and if it has the new planet in it, because I actually don't know if it has that. Let's see, load planet. Actually, no, that maybe it'll be in here. No, that's not here. Type O. There we go. Oh, it is here. Okay. Let's try and load. Oh, what does this say actually? A rare young Earth body trapped in the Juno Sergia L2 point, being in a constant partial eclipse. Cool. I'd love to see that, but we can't because Juno doesn't have the shadow physics for planets, unfortunately. It would be really cool, but we don't have that. Unless somebody wants to make a mod. You need to go on to if you want to. Oh God. If you want to, hang on a second. Please do not blow up my PC. If you want to play the beta, you need to go onto Steam. Like you need to have obviously got the game off Steam, and then you go into the betas tabs when you right click on a game, or it's like properties, then the betas or something like that. And then it's the 1.3 beta thing, I believe. Oh God, Planet Studio is like killing me right now. Let's zoom out for a minute. Because yeah, I didn't actually come here to look at the planet. I came here to look at the statistics of the planet. Although let's zoom out a bit so we can actually look at this thing. What are your thoughts on the SS2 trailer? There's some weird things in it that I don't like. There's some stuff that's cool in it. Like, I saw the leak, or I don't know if it was a leak or what it was. I don't really follow the SS2 devs because I really don't like Steph, which is the main dev guy, whatever he is. I don't know, lead dev. I don't really like him very much, but I did see the video of the fairing, the procedural fairing building thing, and that looked pretty cool. But in that video, there was also some things that did not look like they should be in the game, as in things that looked like they were bugs. So I don't know why they would share that with it, but oh well. They should add an Elu/Pluto dwarf planet in Juno. Well, that's what I've been hoping for, but so far, no luck. I think, as I said in the video I made on this planet, I think this planet has really made the Juno system feel brand new, or not brand new, or it's back, you know? I found it very boring before this point, and now we've got this cool planet. I just wish we had more, is what I'm trying to say. Like, if we got a new planet every update, okay, maybe not every update, because that would mean a lot of planets, but if we got, like, a new planet every once in a while, that would be very nice. Because we haven't had a new planet for a long time, right? I can't remember the last time we actually got a new planet, right? Maybe it was the last time that the system got updated, like, fully, like, when we went from the original system to the system we're in now. But I can't remember. Yeah, well, that brings up a point about the water on the equator. As I said before, the poles of the planet are actually like 10 kilometers above sea level. So that's, I don't know if that's, I'm guessing that's how they did it, but also that's just something to keep in mind. If you look at the atmosphere, you can actually see it. You can see it at the top here. It's a lot more sparse than it is at the equator. So if you want to take off from this planet without going through that thick atmosphere, go to the equator. Or not the equator, go to the opposite of the equator. Go to the poles. Yeah, I keep calling it a planet because it kind of looks like a planet more than a moon to me. But yeah, it is a moon. Anyway, let's look at these stats. So radius of 500,000 meters. So 500 kilometers. in diameter, which I don't know how big Sergia is. I can't remember. Surface gravity of 5 meters a second squared, so I think that's a lot less than Drew. I think Drew's is similar to Earth's. It's like 9.60 meters a second. What I'm interested in is the atmosphere. Yes, so it is 115 kilometers high. So that's good to keep in mind. Interesting. Imagine if we could have another planet, another entire system update outside of the solar system for sure. Yeah, it'd be cool. Like a new stock system, I think would be pretty cool, but also a massive undertaking because, like, would they make a new career mode for that, or how would that work? I don't know. What I'm trying to say is, though, I think that they need to make a system that is a bit more unique now that they have the ability of Planet Studio, right? Because when they made this system originally, Planet Studio wasn't a thing, right? And then they made Planet Studio, and so now they have all these tools. Like, obviously they could have made those tools back then, but now they have the tools that are all, they work well, right? And they know how to use them, or at least Pedro definitely knows how to use them because he's the one who, like, built the ESS system, or helped build the ESS system with all the jankiness that was that. At least I've heard that it was very janky, so he should have a lot of experience. I mean, I think Pedro made this planet, so that's probably, you know. Sergia has a radius of 1 million kilometers, so that's double the size of this. Wait, yeah. The barycenter for these two must be really odd then, right? You would think. Like, it wouldn't be in Sergia. It would be like a quarter of the way between these two, I think, right? Something like that. Yeah, I mean, I can show you this if I... Where did the planet just go? There it is. If we zoom all the way over here to the poles, it might not... Oh, no, it should say there because it says AGL and ASL. So if we go to the top here and we sit on the surface, you can see that we are 9 kilometers above sea level here, basically 10 kilometers. Actually, if we go up here, we might even be closer to 10 kilometers. Yeah. So the poles here are like 10 kilometers above sea level. I bet here is like 10 kilometers easily. Oh, yeah, yeah. So this is actually 10 kilometers above sea level. But obviously, if we zoom out here and we go down to the poles... Oh, 1 second. I forget how the zoom is a bit janky. No, it's not janky, I'm just using it incorrectly. So if we just go down here, I could rotate the planet, actually. How do I rotate it this way? Okay, I can't. I probably can, I just don't know how to do it. So if we go down to the equator here, where are we? Oh, we going past... How do we go past it? It's because I can see. So yeah, if we go down to the equator, obviously the sea level's right here, so it's obviously going to be here. But yeah, if we were to go 10 kilometers high above sea level, the poles are this high above the planet, which is kind of insane. Like, they're as high as those mountains over there. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, space is to go to the surface. I just didn't want to use it because it makes it super laggy because it loads all the cube maps and stuff. How long is the orbit of the moon? I don't know, actually. I think we would have to load up the system to see that, right? Let's try and load the system without crashing. Oh, okay, that works. Okay, there we go. So if we go over to Ord over here, that might tell us here, actually. No, it doesn't say here. How do I... Oh, if I edit it, sorry, that should help us. Oh, that's not what I meant. Okay, I thought I was going to edit the orbit line. Hello, Spenzero. Orbit details, okay. Okay. This guy's dumb. This guy's super dumb. Orbit, oh, it was, oh, I didn't see that. My bad. I literally didn't see that. Because it was closed. Ah, there we go. 168 days. I assume that's the correct thing, isn't it? So actually, if I I can't speak. We might be able to see this actually if I unpause and time warp. You can see as Sergia goes around Juno, the Ord is like gonna stay behind it, which is a super interesting and weird like thing, isn't it? But it's cool. So really, it's more like instead of it orbiting Sergia, its orbit line is going around. It's weird. Actually, yeah, it's weird. It's just weird. Like, so Sergia is spinning, obviously. It's because it's in the L2 point, isn't it? But I don't know how that works exactly. Like, how does that work? Because you have... Because you would think that because Sergia and Juno are on this side, and it's always on the side that is... It's always the furthest away from both Juno and Sergia it could ever be, then it's always getting pulled towards the center of the system. So how is it able to stay, like, here? That doesn't seem... That is an odd one. But yeah, it's cool. I like it. It's interesting. Like, we don't have a... I don't think we have a moon like that in this system. I actually don't know how fast it's rotating. So we're at 1,000,000 speed. If we go to 100, we can see it rotating 100 times. Yeah, I do. I know that. I know about Lagrange points, but it still just doesn't make sense to me. I'm gonna be honest. So like, it just doesn't. Someone would have to explain that to me. Like if we look at Drew and see how fast it's spinning at this speed, they're pretty similar actually, to be fair. They're pretty similar in rotation. I thought I saw... Okay, that was confusing me there. Also, wow, Rigo has a tiny sphere of influence. Wait, what is the size difference here? I suppose I'd have to click on them both. Doesn't matter. I was just curious because that's weird. Okay. No, that's Volko, goddammit. Go back here. Yeah. So, also something else they changed is they've updated the map view in this update. So you can see that this, Juno has a flare now, which it didn't before, I believe. Also, all the planets and moons have higher resolution cube maps in the map view, so that's pretty cool. I wish they showed rings. Like, I don't know why they don't show rings, but oh well. I guess it's because these are like different visualizations or something. I don't know. Yes, this is cool. So instead of instead of the sun rotating, or instead of it looking like the sun is rotating around it, it is rotating around the sun. That's hard to explain. If we look at Sergia here, obviously it's like this now, but if we were to, I mean, obviously the sun's always going to look like it's on this side, but can I time warp, please? That's what I mean. Like, you can see here, from above, obviously it's going to be rotating like that, but I don't think it's like that for the, oh, you can't use the time warp buttons in the thing here. Is it going to be like that? Yeah, see, I mean, okay, yeah, it is like that, but it takes forever. Also, this is rotate, wait, which way is this rotating? Is this rotating the other way? I think the opposite way. Oh, you can see the sphere of influence rotating. That's odd. I can't even see which way Sergei is rotating, I'm not going to lie. Is it rotating? Does the... Oh, it's the atmosphere doesn't rotate, of course. Where the hell is another planet? So we're rotating that way. Silero is... Yeah, it is rotating... Wait a minute. Yeah, it's rotating counterclockwise, right? Yeah. Why is Sergei's atmosphere green? I do not know, if I'm going to be honest. How big is Silera? That's a good point, actually. So we can compare, because I think someone did ask that. And I'm going to go and fly a jet around Ord, maybe. We'll see. Right, so Silero is not much bigger, honestly. They're pretty close. 678,000 kilometers, so they're pretty close, actually. It's only about 178 kilometers in difference, which is interesting. They're not too far, then. Can I exit? Did I click exit? No, I didn't, apparently. I thought I did. I was like, why is this taking forever? So let's get out a jet. I actually do wonder if I have the Super Wasp on here saved. We do. Maybe we'll fly this. It's going to be odd, but I am curious how well this will fly. It should be able to hover, essentially. Oh, I forgot this had a mission on. I can't believe I uploaded it like this. Okay. Let's see. Because I'm curious. This thing should be able to technically hover. Yep, pretty much. Like, let's see. Why does this look so much better than I remember? I mean, I was playing with it on mobile the other day and it looked awful. So let's bring up our thing here. Yep, we're just hovering at 20 meters a second in a jet. I think it can do this at about 30 meters a second on Drew. This thing is much easier to fly on mobile, so I apologize for my lack of cool tricks because it's like so much easier on mobile to do cool tricks with this thing. Because you can manage the throttle and the And you can manage the flaps angle, which you can't really do on... I mean, you can do on PC, but you have to bring up the slider, and it's like... and you got to use your mouse. Like, I could use... I think pitch would work, yeah. Look at these giant, like, sand dunes, I guess. I don't really know what they are. Ow. Let's see how fast we can go on this moon. Oh, God. Oh, wow. We can go insanely fast. I didn't think this would be possible. Like, how fast was that? Mach 2? I wonder how high we can go, actually. Would we technically get to space here? Oh, we got a contrail still. We're not really producing thrust, I believe. Let's see. We're still producing thrust, just not a lot. Oh, well, we still have control, though. We got to almost 90 kilometers in a jet. Like, that's insane. I'm sure we could get even higher if I, like, took a better profile there. Yeah, I was actually thinking about this. This planet is the perfect planet for an SSTO video. Like, absolutely perfect. Uh-oh, slow down. We are going almost 1,000 meters a second. Mach 7. Oh wait, that's not Mach 7, that's thrust to weight ratio. I'm so stupid, I cannot read. Where's our Mach number? Mach 2.6, never mind. Okay, so now let's see how high we can go. If we just click up, see how high it will take us. Oh, it's freaking out. Oh, it just lost all its speed. Rip. Let's go to that mountain over there. We can still fly at this height, 30 kilometers easily. Ugh. I probably should have taken a normal Wasp instead of this silly one. Look at the contrails. With the smoke. It's really weird because you tend to, at least for me, I tend to spend my time around the equator, it seems, so you don't really get to appreciate the rings because it's just a line in the sky from the equator. The poles aren't the most interesting area, so that you don't really get to appreciate the rings as much. These pools of water are just so interesting, that kind of makes it, like, you know, you just don't go there. Oh, that's why it was unstable when I went up there. Look, that one looks like a lily pad. I love the texture, like it's not a texture, it's like physical detail, but it looks so cool. Okay, now let's just go straight up. Is the PC version better than mobile version? What do you mean? I mean, there's many things on PC that are better than mobile in this game, but anything specific you're talking about, or? Okay, this should definitely take us about the same height when we went to 80 kilometers. I disagree with that because well, this is like super stable up here. What the hell? Oh wow, we are 90 kilometers, 98 kilometers. We got 98 kilometers. That is insane. So I kind of disagree with PC lagging less than mobile because obviously PC is very general because obviously you can have different performance PCs depending on what PC parts you got. or what components you've got. So PC is awesome because you get to actually use Planet Studio without it being janky, and you get to use mods. Yeah, I mean, it can run on like an old iPod from like 2003 or whenever it was, so the game's definitely optimized pretty well. But I prefer PC because it looks much better. It runs better depending on your hardware, of course. And you get a lot of features that mobile doesn't have, like better what's the word? Better options for, what is it called? Like performance upgrades. Like I can have my atmosphere, my Skybox on Ultra here, which are, I think the Skybox quality is the new feature here. Yeah, you can see there are different things here, which is cool. Different qualities. So that's what that's for. So you can actually do that. But on mobile, it's all pretty much kind of capped so that it's you can't just blow up your phone. But yeah, I play on both as well. When I'm waiting for a bus home from work, I will play it, or either it or Simple Planes is what I will play. And just mess around. I wonder how high this mountain is. Let's go and see. I mean, that's definitely possible, but I don't know how I would do it. I can't really build aircraft. Oh, we just ran out of fuel. I was like, why did we stop making sounds? But yeah, we just ran out of fuel. Oh, careful. We're still gaining speed just from falling. We're still gaining speed. What? The engines aren't on. We're gaining speed whilst climbing. How does that make any sense? Is it because these flaps are freaking out? Are they generating thrust? Wait, let me turn boom. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at the wing vectors. Oh my god. It's actually kind of producing thrust, I think. If that's true, that's insane. Yeah, those are totally producing thrust, I'm pretty sure. Let's see how high this mountain is. Oh, you can see the ring over here a bit better. Oh, that was about 10 kilometers above sea level. So this is kind of like the poles where they were 10 kilometers. That brings up a point, actually. I don't actually know if there's any locations of interest yet on this planet, or if there is planned to be. I hope there are. Like that mountain, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, of course I play SP. In fact, Simple Planes was the game I played before Juno released. And Simple Planes is how I found out about Juno. And I was like, oh my god, this space game exists. It's like even better because I love space. And then, yeah, that happened. So without Simple Planes, I wouldn't have known about Simple Rockets 2 and then Juno. Infinite Fuel is not enabled, but I can enable it. I'm not gonna lie, I really do love how this planet looks, like in certain places. Alright, what we're gonna do is bring out the shuttle again, because that's what I was using before in the video I made, and it was actually really good. So it does have some slightly odd control things, like it doesn't yaw very well, but it's fine. This is like a super early version, so it's not even yeah, it's super early. I didn't build this, by the way, obviously, because I'm not that good. Oh no, the elevators are freaking out because it's the Super Wasp. They just kind of do that on high atmosphere or high density atmosphere planets. It's a custom version of the Wasp I made like a year or two ago now, and there's actually a video on it on the channel somewhere. And it's basically for stunts. It can hover essentially on Drew. It can like do extremely low airspeed turns and dives. It's really cool. It's mostly made for mobile because you get extra control with it because of the joysticks. I have done some insane tricks with that thing, like really insane tricks. There's a video out there on my channel somewhere of me doing tricks, I think. I can't remember. Oh, something broke. It looked like something broke. Physical damage is off. How did something break? You're meant to go the other way, buddy. What are you doing? Oh, you know what? I know why. I should probably just turn these off. Of course they're angled, so it's, you know. Oh yeah, actually this shuttle actually explains how I found out that the poles of the planet are actually much higher up, and it's because the shock diamonds were super constricted down here, but on the poles they weren't. And I was like, what is going on here? That makes no sense. And then obviously I saw that the ASL was like different. Let's just go up, I guess. Or I guess kind of up. No, this is not up. That's more up. Yes. Brick goes oing oing. Yes. I don't have a refuel aircraft, unfortunately. We are spiraling upwards. It's working. The atmosphere is super goofy, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's like grey, almost. I mean, yeah, it is kind of grey. It's kind of white, I guess. It's weird. You can send the link, but I don't think I'll be able to click it. Let's go up to the poles again. Because then I can show the engine constriction thing. And then I'm going to end the stream because it's been over an hour and it's late. Oh yeah, look at that. We can see the rings properly here. In fact, we're almost high enough to see all the rings all the way around. We might actually get to see them. No, we're going down. Unless we face upwards. We're actually in the atmosphere still, believe it or not. No, we're going down. We're going down. Okay, well, we might as well just stop thrusting. This is exactly how the shuttle was meant to re-enter. I don't know what you're talking about. Look at that. It looks like there's mist in the craters. Oh, there we go. We're stable. Oh my god, stop rotating. This is why every craft seems to need a gyroscope. We didn't really re-enter there, did we? I thought we would be going fast enough. And we just stalled. We're not stalled because this planet is silly. Okay, now we did stall. Can we vertically land this thing? No. Actually, what's our altitude above sea level? Yeah, 15,000. Yeah, we can vertically land this thing, possibly. Okay, this will be quite funny if I can actually do this. Don't think we'll have the control, but maybe. Now we're going sideways a bit. Oh, okay. That wasn't exactly what I wanted. I wasn't really paying attention, but we did land. Do you go to college? No, I did, but no, I don't. Although that being said, it might be in a different context, because here college is like a thing you do for 2 years. You might be talking about university, which I have not gone to, and I probably won't go to. Actually, yeah, I can show you the engine constriction thing here now, because we are, yep, on the poles. So you can see they're much less constricted than they were when we were at the equator. So that's kind of what gave it away to me, that we were at a different altitude, which is kind of cool. It is really odd, but oh well. Let's put 2 engines on here so we have some roll control. Nope, did not mean to open that. Yeah, this planet looks pretty cool. I keep saying planet, it's not a planet. We're now just rotating and I have no control over this. Turn the other engine on. There we go. Nope, never mind. You know what, now I think about it, we have a parachute. If I activated that parachute when we were vertically landing, we probably could have actually landed. I don't know why I didn't do that. Probably because I didn't think of it. Look at that sunset, sunrise, sunset. It's not really anything because on the poles the sun doesn't really reach up to the poles. Look at that, that's so pretty. I want to take a picture of it. Yeah, picture mode. Ah, you saw the secret thing that in the photo library you weren't meant to see. Oh no, I shared the 2 secret thing. No. Maybe I'll show this actually. Oh, there's the ring. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that in the valley. That is cool. I love this misty effect. Like, it looks cool, but weird, but cool. Anyway, I think that's enough for now. Let me show this silly thing real quick, maybe. Maybe I shouldn't show it. I don't know if it's gonna... Oh, that was a really bad idea. Why did I... You know what? Just click New Craft. Why did I do that? I think there was a KSP system. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like there was. But yeah. So this is unfinished, but you know. Yeah. It's unfinished, kind of. Mostly the colors, but it's a thing. It's pretty cool, I guess. The normals are weird on it. I don't know why, but like they're shiny for some reason. Like what the heck is going on here? I don't know. And then these stupidly high detail textures that you can barely see. Look at these. They're crazy. They're crazy. Kestrel where? Oh, no. Kestrel's here. Here's Kestrel. Here's Kestrel. Look at the size difference. I don't even think my Merlin's technically size accurate. It's a bit too small. At least the chamber and everything is a bit too small. So to compensate for that, I had to make the nozzle bigger. The issue is when I make the first stage of this rocket, the engines are just going to be the wrong size. And I don't know how I managed to do that. Like, I might have to actually increase the size of the one on the... I don't know how that's going to work. I might just have to increase the size of the Falcon one, honestly. But I don't know. I don't know if it's size accurate or... I can't remember. I added that thing a long time ago, so I can't remember if it's actually size accurate or not. It's very close, I know that. So if I can make it bigger, though, I should be able to fix this issue with the Merlin being not big enough. But yeah, there's also this thing, but just ignore the fact that this exists, you know? Completely ignore the fact this exists. It doesn't exist. I actually had a craft. Where is it? Is it called Gridfin? Yeah, Gridfin demo. This guy. Look at this guy. I wonder if it'll work on Urd. Urd? Why can I not say this correctly? Do you ever think about starting a podcast? Yes, but never did it, so sadly not. Don't know what I would talk about. I'm not got very many interesting things to talk about, so let's just time warp a little bit to get into the atmosphere. This might stabilize the wrong way. Nope, it did stabilize itself. Okay, so that's cool. So this command pod, I believe, has no gyroscope. I could be wrong, but I don't think it has a gyro... Yeah, there you go. No power consumption on the gyroscope, so it's got no gyroscope. And yeah, so we are very Gridfin powered right now. That's just me rotating them, by the way. Like, that's not it. I mean, I can click this and it'll do it itself, but that was me rotating it. It isn't really isn't it actually how it's meant to be, by the way. This is if we go supersonic, you'll see. This is just a demo. There's just an invisible fin here somewhere, I think. Maybe? Where is it? No, maybe. What? Wait, how is this? There should be an invisible fin here. I don't know where it is. It's not a... What the hell? Oh, there it is. Why is it like... That's weird. It's not meant to be like that. Yeah, there was a KSP system. It's an old one. Fair enough. Well, there's plenty of talented Planet Studio people out there. Like, I was looking at Planet the other day in Planet Studio, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And they made it for a system, but they hadn't made the system. So I was like, oh my god, I want to play this system so badly, but they haven't actually added all the planets into a system and uploaded it. So they've got all the individual planets, but they don't have the system, which is unfortunate. I can't remember what their name was. They changed their name all the time, so I forget what their name is. But yeah, they make cool planets. Yeah, this isn't using RCS, so if you just click the retrograde button, it's gonna keep it stable. This there's no gyroscope in this. It's got no gyroscope power consumption. Okay, it's gonna spin itself out here, but that's because the grid fins aren't technically simulating grid fins. They're just a wing. So it's a bit messy. It doesn't actually work like a grid fin yet, unfortunately. I mean, they do work kind of like a grid fin, but these aren't the full modded part. It's just like very silly. So yeah. What's your favorite rocket? I don't even know anymore. Falcon Heavy's a pretty cool one. That's the one I'm the most nostalgic for, because that's like the first rocket that I actually really remember watching live. I am, however, a massive fan of Soviet rockets as well, so there's that. Can this thing like stabilize and stop freaking out? It doesn't really do well in thick atmosphere. It only really does well in... I mean, obviously this is super thick atmosphere and it's not going very fast, so... I'm trying to manually stabilize it, but it's not really working. Yeah, I watched the Starship launch live. It was pretty sick. Dink. What's your favorite movie / series? Favorite movie is Interstellar, hands down. There's never a movie that's going to surpass Interstellar in my mind. And I don't really watch any shows, so actually, I guess the Fallout series was a show, so yeah, the Fallout series would be my I guess series, even though it's not really a series yet since the next season hasn't released. But yeah, I'm a big Fallout fan, so where are we? Where are we actually? That's a good question. We are next to a giant crater. Okay, so I haven't actually watched For All Mankind. I've wanted to watch it, but then I got told it was like a bit not great at the end, so I just didn't. I've watched clips from it, but I haven't watched it. I really should watch it, honestly, because it's like cool, but I keep telling myself I don't have time, so I don't have time. Oh yeah, Star Wars is awesome. I'm a big Star Wars fan as well. Oh, that's a weird... That is really weird. What is going on here? There's some weird shading there. That looks super odd. I think that's like the glitch with the pigeons, where it's like the mesh is super messed up for some reason. Anyway, I'm probably going to end the stream now because I need to go to bed soon because I've got work tomorrow, unfortunately. So yeah, thanks everybody for coming along. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. I don't know if I'm going to stream again soon or not, or ever. Maybe I'll do Facecam next time. Who knows? I haven't got it set up, so I haven't really used it in ages. So yeah. This obviously I didn't go through everything in this this beta. There's some smaller stuff that I have yet to talk about. If there's anything interesting, maybe I'll make a short about it. Who knows? But yeah, this is like the most people I've seen in one of my streams in quite a while. So thanks everybody for coming. Have a good night, and I'll see you whenever I see you.